What is going on, guys? Sinister here, back with another SMITE video, and we are taking a look at patch 4.19, Departure of the Afterlife. Pretty interesting patch. We actually got quite a bit of stuff. More changes in the last patch, I believe. And I love the skins. If you can tell by my previous bias of patches, I love the darker skins. And obviously Halloween's coming around, and Departure of the Afterlife theme. We got some darker skins coming up, so we got Mummified Izanami. Now, you can't really top the doll Izanami skin in my opinion, but regardless, it's still a pretty nice skin. Very... okay. Very different voice pack than Izanami, obviously. I don't get the accent. Is that supposed to be like an Egyptian accent? Like, I don't know. That's just very weird. But Uri Susano, however you say that, very different. It has a very I don't even know. I like it. Whoa. That's not what I was expecting. That's a dope skin. I like the voice pack even better. Really want to check that out when it comes out on PTS. We got War Chief Rajin. Rajin hasn't had some love on skins in a while, but we got a different one here. Oh. This one here, we got some Trick or Treat Cupid. So prior, Cupid has had a long time before he got a skin, and now he's gotten two good ones back to back with the season. This is a season ticket skin, I think. I don't know. And then the Trick or Treat one now. So okay, so I don't think he has any different voice, or is that a? I don't know. His voice sounds the same, but it might just be different lines. I'm not quite sure. Grim Reaper Thanatos. A dope skin for Thanatos. Thanatos has really cool skins, but obviously the face is a big thing, whether it's his mask or they actually made him faceless for a couple ones, and obviously now a Grim Reaper one. I'm actually shocked that it took this long for them to come out with it, in all honesty. Yeah, I just that just fits Thanatos perfectly, and Hachiman gets his mastery skins. Raging gets a new dance, which is pretty cool. Odyssey, okay, so the Mummified Izanami. Oh, this is Odyssey 2018. Contains the Mummified Izanami, the Susano, and the Raging skin. No Tactina announcer pack. 7 Japanese quests and the Conqueror achievement. Halloween 2017, you get the Trick or Treat Cupid, Grim Reaper Thanatos, spooky music theme, and the Jack-o'-lantern jump stamp, which we can't see here, but pretty cool Jack-o'-lantern jump stamp. I guess you can pretty much picture what that's gonna look like. Witchblade was still showing that it was in the lifesteal category, so that was fixed. Morgan had a fix where using a quick instant cast could cause a result in Morgan switching. I don't play Morgan, so I never really had that issue, but if you did, Armor Cloak getting some nerfs. It was, I mean, Armor Cloak and Hide of the Urchin, I should say, both of them getting nerfs. 30 to 25 for both magical and physical on the tier 2, and then 35 to 30 on the final. And it also gets an increased gold cost from 2350 to 2450. I mean, understandable. Item used in every build. It's always kind of been always used though. It kind of fell out a little bit and then kind of came back in, and I guess that's why they're balancing it. But this one I don't quite understand. Crusher getting an increased attack speed from 5%. I don't know. I don't know why I needed it. I don't think it's gonna make it too much, but like, just kind of a random thing for me. Soul Reaver getting a decreased cost from 2950 to 2750, so 200 gold on that. Obviously, being the late game, expensive to bring it in a standard build and reducing the gold. I don't know. It is expensive, but it's a super powerful item. I kind of like it being one of those more expensive ones, closer to the 3000 range, but more of a personal preference, I guess. Ao Kuang getting some love, actually getting some love or hate. Ao Kuang is one of those, like, just kind of leave him there, let him be, kind of like Giannis. They just don't touch either of them because they're both really good, but they both take some skill to play. So Dragon Call gets an increased range from 15 to 35 is now 20 to 40. Okay, so a little, nothing crazy there. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, but I guess it could. I don't know. This one here is going to be the change, though. It no longer triggers on basic attack items or effects. Still triggers on Dragon Call, though, but you get that early damage. Used to be 80 to 260, is now 90 to 270, so you get that extra 10 damage early game, which will obviously help out Kwong's very, very poor early game. Awilix, love and hate this. I'm a very, very big Awilix fan. She's one of my favorite gods. Reduces the damage on Feather Step. You'll still get the 180 late game, but early game will be a little less. Actually, 60 to 40 is kind of quite a bit, but by the time you're level 3, you should already have Feather Step at level 2, so it's not like that matters that much. So I understood that, but she gets increased physical power scaling by 10% on her Moonlight Charge, so we could actually see Awilix in lane some a little bit more. Maybe, I don't know. Could maybe just like a Far Cry. Maybe not, but I'd like to see it. I mean, it's definitely playable. It'd give her more clearing ability, obviously, when you scale it and she gets power items. We'll see. Kukulkan, or Kukulin, however you want to say it. Choo Choo Train, everyone has their preference. He gets a decreased base shield health by 40 to 20, but it increases per level from 23 to 24, so kind of balancing out there on his passive. His Barb Spear reduced the rage that he gained for every non-god target hit from 6 to 5, and increased it for every god target from 6 to 8. So balancing out again. His Selman's Leap reduced the rage gain from every non-god hit from 6 to 5 and 6 to 8 again. So both things balanced out there. And same thing for the last ability. So, yeah, balancing out the shield health and balancing out gods and regular enemies. Nothing crazy there. Not really much change with him. Erling Shen, though, however, does get some changes. His Mink, I believe, gets nerfed here. Yeah, both decrease. Decrease the base damage from the Mink. Used to be 90 to 330. Is now 70 to 310. So, changes all around there every single level. And decreases attack speed and haste buff from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. So some Erling nerfs there. Erling's always, I feel like Erling Shen has always been nerfed. I don't remember like the last buff he's gotten, but like Erling's always kind of good. Like Erling's just Erling. I don't know. Maybe it's just me from being casual play. Obviously I'm not a professional, so it's a little different for me, but Erling's always been pretty decent in my opinion. Hockeyman increases base movement speed by 5. Eagle Eye increased the ammo. Used to be 33344, is now 33444, so you get that extra 4th ammo in there for Eagle Eye. But the damage is reduced. It used to scale from 10 to 25 and 0 to 15, obviously, and then is now 10 to 25 still, but it's 0 to 15? Wait. 10, 15, 20, 20, 25... 10, 15, 15. Okay, so there's 15 in there. There's 2 15s instead of 2 20s. That's what it is. So very slight changes to Eagle Eye. Nothing that you are going to... You'll notice it, but, you know, it's 1 level. 5 difference. Cooldown reduced from 18 seconds, 17 seconds, 17, and 16 is just a flat 16 now. So that definitely helps there. And then his mounted archery getting a damage adjusted. Obviously, you can see there. What are the changes there? Okay, so the base stays the same at 225. This is what's throwing me off about Hockeyman. The base stays the same. The second goes up by 5. Then the third one stays the same. So the only thing they changed is his rank 2. So it now deals 280 down from 285. Makes per rank damage, scaling a consistent 55 between all ranks. Okay, so more or less that's not... I mean, I guess it is a nerf in a sense, but I feel like that's just balancing it out. I feel like that was more of a bug. Not a bug, but like they should have caught that at first. They should have noticed that, okay, let's just make it 55 between all ranks. Now, I guess it is a nerf, but more of an unintentional nerf in my opinion. Izanami also getting some changes. Fade Away reduced the casting time before the leap. Used to be 0.65, is now 0.35. Wow. Big change there. I'm actually going to really like that and see how that works. Because it doesn't seem like a big change because it's only like 0.3 seconds, but that's damn near half of the time, so it is drastic for that short of time. Dark Portal reduced the warm-up time again, and reduced the post-fire time, so double bust. That was always my biggest complaint about Izanami. It was that just Dark Portal sucked. Not that it sucked, but it was like, I don't know. To me, it sucked. I know a lot of people might not agree with that, but to me, it sucked. So this is going to help it. Just because it was so slow, the warm-up and the post-fire was just too slow. It was very avoidable. I don't know. So that'll help. Maybe it'll help way too much. We'll have to see. Raging getting some changes here. Raging getting double up. He gets a skin and some balances. What's going on here? His storm projectiles now have a radius of 6 units at all times, increased 4.5 minimum range. Okay, so decrease the base damage. It used to be 35 to 95, is now 30 to 90, so it gets a little nerf there. Reiju increases projectile speed by 20%. Okay, so going out a lot faster there. You'll be able to combo together, hopefully, too, with the Reiju Thunder Crash, depending on how you want to do that. And speaking of Thunder Crash, players will now be able to move during the warm-up of Thunder Crash. So that'll be real interesting. Reiju coming out faster, and you being able to just move while casting your next combo. I kind of want to see Reiju come back. I don't want him to see him come back into that meta, like, was it the beginning of Season 3? Where he was just like, or maybe mid-Season 3, where it was just Raijin mid, every day, all day. Like, that was the most unstoppable thing in the world. And then his drums also go out. So they had changed everything on him. His 1, 2, 3, and 4. Added additional support to limit the times players could become stuck, unable to cast any shots. Okay. Yeah, that was a pain in the ass. So I do like that change too. I like the Asian changes. Might be fun to play him sometime. And that is going to wrap up the patch, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like and hit subscribe for more of these videos. Patch notes will be in the description, as always, if you want to go ahead and check them out yourself. I know I kind of briefly go over them, but you can always click and look at it yourself. Check out the pictures if you want. And until next time, guys, peace.